Very well. Well, now I am going to consider about the ease of use. As you can see, Python or JavaScript or Visual Basic, those are newly created languages which has a very convenient or easy facilities we can use. So the usage or the easiness of usage is very high. Where C or C++ or Delphi, earlier generation languages which are much more difficult and much more considerably hard working when it is come to the ease of use. Well, the speed of program execution. As you all know, C or C++ is the best executing programming language available, which is a very powerful language and gives very unique facilities. Considering the Python or JavaScript or even Visual Basic is not that so. So speed in program execution. So as you can see, this is the quality of available tools. Java or Delphi or Visual Basic, as it is shown in this diagram, has a very unique and advanced tools available for development purposes. We are considering Ruby, which is a newly invented language, or Lisp or Perl, don't have that much of a development environment or development facilities. Well, the popularity. As we all know, C and C++ are very popular languages. For 10, 15 or 20 years, it has been the dominant language in the programming environments. And the new languages such as Java and JavaScript and Visual Basic having a rapid improvement also, because they have a very good facilities and very good speed of execution and very good platforms. Those languages are coming handy. Well, now we are going to consider about the power and expressiveness. Python or Perl or Ruby, even the Lisp, which is an fourth generation language, has a very powerful and expressiveness, even though C and C++ do the same. Some languages such as JavaScript or Visual Basic don't have that much of a expressiveness or the power in their programming language. And the cross-platformness. C, C++ or basically most of those languages has a very good cross-platform capabilities, except languages like Visual Basic, who are basically depending on the Windows environment or the .NET platform. And the cost. Most of the languages has a very efficient costing facilities, except Visual Basic and Delphi. Now what? Now I think you must be confused, because each language is good in several different ways. So how we are going to select it? So whenever we need to develop a system with high complexity and real-time and critical situations, such as an AI agent or an expert system or a neural network, or in such situations we have to select the fourth generation languages such as Prolog, Python or Lisp. Well, these languages also categorized as logic programming languages. So we need to consider about those things and put on what to solve and not how to solve it. Well, now I am going to give an introduction about the Prolog language. Lisp and Prolog are the most frequently used languages in artificial intelligence. Well, syntax and semantics, features, those things encourage powerful ways of thinking about problems and solutions. And also tools for thinking is as a language. This is a very good language as for tools or language that can be considered as a tool for thinking, which is a new concept. Well, this is the best known example for logic programming or logic programming language. This uses first order logic predicates and calculus to express specifications. It also uses elegant syntax and well-defined semantics to express their programming ideas. J.A. Robinson in 1965, he designed the proofing theory called the resolution, which is the backbone of Prolog programming. Well, Prolog is a general purpose logic programming language associated with artificial intelligence and computing linguistics. And also, as you know, Prolog is a declarative language. And the Prolog programming logic is expressed in terms of relations and represented as facts and rules. And a computation is initiated by running a query over these relations. And these things I think we will discuss in depth when we are going to consider about coding some Prolog programs. Well, as you can see in this diagram,